Let's first have an overview about the whole conversation here. So if you're trying to get an LLC business credit card with low documentation, and it's really important to understand first who can apply for such a business card, right? So who can apply for a low doc LLC business credit card? Well, it really depends. The major answer is, the big answer is that everybody can apply for that. But the thing is, you have to actually be in a certain category. You gotta have an LLC to start with, right? You have to understand the importance of low documentation. When we talk about low documentation business credit card, people are thinking, well, I'm just going to apply with one piece of paper and that's it. No. Low documentation means that the business credit card issuer is not asking you for a long list of things. They are comfortable if you show them your taxes and your income statement. In some cases, they will want you to actually connect your business bank account to their systems so they have a clear idea of your revenue, your cash inflows and cash outflows. That's all. So when we talk about low documentation, we're saying that you don't have to provide licenses and permits. You don't have to provide legal contracts that your business engages in. You don't have to provide a long list of I would say pieces of information. Okay, so it's important. I want you to really get a clear idea of what we mean by low documentation. Very important, because if you don't get it, then you will never understand the rest of the conversation. So low doc doesn't mean that you don't provide anything. It means that you are providing 3 or 4 pieces of information, not 10 or 15, as some credit card issuers ask for. Okay, and one thing also you need to understand here is that it doesn't matter if you are we're speaking today about how to get an LLC business credit card, low documentation. If you're a freelancer, you could be actually an LLC too. In that case, if you're by yourself, you are called a single member LLC. And this show applies to all kinds of LLCs. Whether you are a single member LLC or you are a multi-member LLC, you could qualify for a business credit card, okay, with low documentation if you apply properly. If you know how to apply, if you follow the formula, if you follow the logic I'm going to elaborate on in this show. Let me give you a few pro tips here. But before I do so, hey, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. We love having you. Make yourself comfortable. Take some notes if you want to, okay, to sort of, this will help you. This will add a lot of value to your life. So let me give you a few pro tips. How do you apply for a low doc LLC business credit card? How do you actually do it? The thing here is that you have to provide some kinds of, I would say, some kinds of information, right? Not a lot, but some of them. So your business name first. So your LLC, okay. Do you have a single member LLC or multi-member LLC? The issuer will ask you that. You need to provide actually your registration with the state. In other words, you need to show the issuer that you are a legit LLC. So you need to show your articles of organization, things that really prove to the issuer that you are indeed recognized by your state authorities. This is important because in some cases they might even ask you to provide a certificate of good standing. That way they are pretty sure that you are in good terms with state authorities. And then so they will ask you for your EIN, so your tax identification number. This is not something complicated, you know, like, and by the way, they will just make sure when you get your EIN from the IRS, they usually will send you a notice. This happens like 2 or 3 weeks after they already give you the EIN automatically online. Because when you apply online for an EIN, they actually give it to you like after 5-10 minutes. You will get it at the end of the session. However, the IRS will also send you like an official note that says, okay, you know, here's your EIN. You want to save that note. Very important. So you have to mention your business name, your EIN. The issuer will ask you for your annual business revenue. Okay, and this, you can show this in an income statement. As I said before, you don't have to provide like gazillions of documentation, but your income statement, it's important. They want to see that. And they will also ask you to give them one page where you talk about your estimated monthly spend. The reason is that they want to make sure that you are ambitious enough. It's kind of counterintuitive, but yeah, a credit card issuer wants to make sure that they know how much you intend to spend when it comes to, and this information is important when it comes to setting your initial credit limit. Now here is a bonus for you. I want to give you three different types of low doc LLC business credit cards. So when we talk about LLC business credit cards with low documentation, you have low documentation LLC business credit cards, just the regular credit cards. You have LLC low doc business charge cards, and then you have LLC low doc secured business credit cards. So the business credit cards, that type is what everybody knows, right? This is very similar to a regular personal credit card. So basically, the only difference is that they're not asking you to provide gazillions of documentation. So this is for the first part. Now, the LLC low doc business charge cards, the difference is that you cannot carry a balance. You must pay your bill in full each month. Okay, and this is really important. Now, unlike those regular business credit cards, charge cards don't have a published credit limit. Instead, they have shadow limits, which tend to be higher and more flexible than credit card limits. And these limits can change over time, depending on your use of the card, your credit history, and financial situation. And going over them could freeze your account. So if you constantly you constantly go over your limits, you can actually jeopardize your whole relationship with the card issuer. Don't do that. Okay, so now, when we talk about low doc LLC business charge cards, those cards could be useful for LLCs whose expenses vary greatly, but can be dangerous if you spend more than you can pay off. So, not paying the full balance could lead to penalty fees, as well as the inability to make more purchases. On the other hand, if you need extra motivation to only spend what you can afford, a charge card for your LLC could be the push you need. And the third category is low doc LLC secured business credit cards. So if you're let's say if you're an LLC owner with low or no personal credit, a secure credit card for your LLC might be your only option. So with this cards, what happening here is that you put down a deposit, say $2,000 or $10,000, and that deposit will serve as your credit line. And since payments are usually reported to the credit bureaus, this is a great way to build business credit until you qualify for an unsecured LLC business credit card. So what will happen here, they will send your data, your transactional data, to Dun & Bradstreet, to Experian Business, and to Equifax Business. I want to talk to you about the pros and cons of the whole thing here. And by the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're talking about how to get an LLC business credit card with low documentation. Okay, so let's quickly go through the pros and cons so we have a clear idea of what we're talking about. So what are the pros and cons of low doc LLC business credit cards? So if you are an LLC owner, the main purpose of LLC business credit cards is to actually separate your personal expenses from your business expenses, right? And so without a dedicated LLC business credit card, you will spend the end of the year ripping your hair out while determining which of your, let's say, 125 or 227 Amazon charges are business purchases. Now, let me give you the pros and cons here. So pros of low doc LLC business credit cards. So you can earn extra rewards and sign-up bonuses on common business purchases. You take advantage of charge cards without credit limits or 0% intro APRs while getting started. You can actually smooth out your cash flow and have a financial fallback. You can build business credit in case you want to take out a loan in the future for your LLC. You can actually get cars for your employees and collect the points earned by their purchases. You can avoid high personal credit utilization from LLC business purchases as long as you are responsible for them. LLC business credit cards don't usually show up on your personal credit reports. So that's for the pros. What about the cons? Well, here are the cons of low doc LLC business credit cards. You might pay a high annual fee depending on your financial situation, personal liability for business charges in some cases, And this could negatively affect your personal credit scores if you do not manage the card properly. Okay, this is important. Now, the thing is that if you are trying to avoid all those problems, we always recommend paying your bill in full each month so you can avoid paying interest completely. That should just be the basic logic you want to follow when dealing with LLC, business credit cards, or all business credit cards for that matter. Here is the approach that I really want you to follow if you're trying to apply for this kind of loans. First of all, let me give you another small reason to apply for a low doc LLC business credit cards. The thing is that when you think about LLC business credit cards, besides building your credit, business credit for that matter, you actually have to think about the rewards. Yeah. For true rewards credit card junkies, there may come a time when you have taken advantage of many of the sign-up bonuses on the market. But applying for LLC business credit cards opens up a whole new world of killer sign-up bonuses. Okay, let me give you an example. If you take, for instance, the Inc. Business Preferred credit card, it will give you 100,000 bonus points for spending $15,000 in the first 3 months after account opening. So even if your LLC business is teeny tiny, winny, whatever, you should consider applying for this kind of card. Just be sure to embrace responsible credit use, right? Pay your bills on time, pay it in full every month, and never spend extra money to get rewards. And the one thing you need to really understand is that when we talk about your credit score, your personal credit score, how can they affect low doc LLC business credit card applications? Normally, if you do things right, especially if you do things using EIN only, your personal credit scores do not matter. But if you don't do it with EIN, then your personal credit score matters in the sense that the issuer is making sure that you are able to repay whatever you charge on the card. Okay. Now, 3 credit bureaus, Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian, offer business credit scores on a scale from 1 to 100, from 0 to 100, with 80 being like the sweet spot, right? 80 is really good. That's what a lot of lenders and credit card issuers and vendors want to see. But if you're just starting out, you won't have any business credit yet, right? That means even if you are applying for a business credit card companies will look at your personal credit scores in most cases. And since each application results in a hard credit check, you should only apply for LLC business credit cards that match your credit worthiness, or you have done a lot of work beforehand so you know exactly what kind of cards you're getting. Okay, remember that your business card activities generally will not affect your personal credit scores. And here is a pick for you, so you have a clear idea of what you need to, your best move here. By the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a convo about LLC business credit cards with low documentation. This is very important. So what are the best, how do you actually find the best low doc LLC business credit cards? If you're ready to apply, you need to actually you need to discriminate among the gazillions of offers that you have, so you have a clear idea of what you really want. Okay. And we always tell clients, if you have to decide, you want to have a few markers, what we call financial markers, that will help you decide the best card for your LLC, especially with low documentation. So you want to look at the intro APR. Okay, if you're just starting out in your new business, a 0% intro APR can be very attractive. Many LLC credit cards offer this for a year or more, which means you will not pay interest while you're getting your business off the ground. While this can give you some room to breathe, you should strive to pay off the balance before the intro period ends. Think about the rewards also. So most LLC business credit cards will have rewards programs that let cardholders earn miles, cashback, or rewards points you can redeem for statement credits, travel expenses, or gift cards. So you want to find a card that actually awards extra points wherever you shop most, whether it's at gas stations, car rental agencies, or office supply stores. Think about the sign-up bonus. So speaking of rewards, you might as well earn a nice sign-up bonus with your new rewards card, right? So this is so you want to look for one you can achieve without spending more money than you normally would, and check out some suggestions for meeting minimum spend requirements. And also think about the fees. So you want to take a look at the annual fees associated with your LLC business credit card with the low documentation. Make sure the rewards are really worth it. In other words, the rewards will help you offset the fees. So if you often travel abroad for work or purchase supplies in a different currency, choose a card without foreign transaction fees. And other benefits. Now, many LLC business credit cards offer purchase protections, expense tracking, travel insurance, and other perks that save time and money. So you should look also for cards that allow you to request employee cards to control LLC business spending across the company, and that integrate with your accounting software properly. Now let me just share with you our top low doc LLC business credit card picks. This is really important, and you want to have a clear idea of which one to choose. So we have when we analyze this cards, in our view, Capital One Spark Cash Plus is the best for your LLC business credit card when it comes to flat cashback rate. So if you're looking for a flat cashback rate, you want to go for this Capital One Spark Cash Plus. And we have actually thought that the Business Platinum card from American Express is really great when it comes to business travel. So if you're looking for a low doc LLC business credit card for business travel, you want to check out the Business Platinum card from American Express. If you're looking for an LLC business credit card that is great for business bonus categories, you want to choose the Inc. Business Preferred credit card. The thing here is that when you choose a credit card, right, you want to start where you already have a relationship. Little about that. I want to quickly finish the list first, and then I'll talk about this. So if you are looking for an LLC business credit card for no annual fee, choose the Inc. Business Cash Credit Card. And if you are looking for an LLC low doc business credit card for a fair or average credit, you want to go for the Capital One Spark Classic for business. So I just want to go back to what I just said about you want to start where they already know you. You want to start with the current bank that you have. Okay. So big decision time, boss. What bank are you currently at? At the bank you're at, can you actually get a low doc LLC business credit card there? And how long have you been there? What is the status of your relationship? Are you a great customer? Are you an average customer? Or are you a crappy customer? Excuse the word. So you need to know how you actually position yourself, how they view you also. Okay. And if you have a good relationship, our advice will be to start where they already know you. So you start at your local bank or your regional bank, so you know exactly what to expect. This is really important, okay? And then from there, you have to actually decide what you're looking for. Are you looking for cashback? Are you looking for business travel rewards? Are you looking for business bonus categories? Are you looking for a no annual fee card? Are you looking for a fair or average credit card? So those are things you have to think about. Thank you so much. Just want to quickly recap into this conversation. We're talking about LLC business credit card with low docs, and I gave you the overview, pro tips, the bonus, the pros and cons, the approach you need to follow, and the pick. Thank you. God bless you. I will see you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.